Hi everyone, Jeremy here for BlackVue, and today we are going to talk about the BlackVue Box Pro models. We will talk about all the available bundles as well as the reason why you might want to pick a box model over a standard dashcam. First, among the four bundles, I will talk about the DR770X Box-3CH Pro, this model. It comes with a front camera, internal IR camera, and the rear camera. All right, so first of all, I will take out the two other cameras and I will talk about the main box, because what's important to know as a user is why you might want to pick a box model over a standard dashcam. So when it comes to the box, what makes it stand out? Well, it's its form factor, of course, and there are three actual factors that make this stand out. First, security. Second is heat mitigation. And third is small-sized cameras. They're all linked together, actually. But first, the security. As you can see on the box, you have the locking mechanism on the main box where you need a key to actually open and retrieve the data on the micro SD card. Second, you have on the cameras themselves, you have a locking mechanism to prevent the removal of the cables, and it also locks the camera angle into place. So, security factor, of course, with this box, since it's separate from the cameras, you can put it anywhere. You can put it in a safe place of your vehicle, under a seat or a glove compartment. So that's the security, right? Second is linked to that, but the heat mitigation is a big factor. You know, there's a lot of people who live in hot climates like Arizona or anywhere in the world where you have a lot of sun, and having the camera that records right on your windshield in the sun, that can cause it to shut down due to overheating. But since every component that actually is likely to heat up is in this box, and this box can be placed in a cool place of your car, then you kind of fix that issue of heat issues like shutdowns. So yeah, I think that's an important factor for anybody who ever worries about their dashcam shutting down, especially when they're in parking mode, you know, sitting in the sun, because generally no dashcam will shut down when you're driving because it's cool inside, but when you're parked somewhere in the sun, it can raise to really high temperature. So yeah, that was the second factor, heat mitigation. All right, so after heat mitigation, you have the third factor, which is having very small cameras. Since there's no chip in there, there's just a sensor and a lens, we can make these cameras really small. In fact, the front camera is almost the same size as any small rear camera or interior camera. So that means it's very stealthy, almost invisible to you when you drive, and also to anyone entering your vehicle by, infraction. So there you have it, the three features that make the BlackVue Box Pro stand out, and actually all the box models, which is first feature, security, second feature, heat mitigation, and third feature, the small, tiny cameras. So with each Box Pro bundle, you have this main box which includes the box unit and the front camera and the wireless button that you can find here, which is used for the seamless pairing of your camera and the app, the BlackVue app. And it also can be used to trigger manual event recording while you're driving. So let's go through all the components that are included with your Box Pro model. First of all, you have this coaxial cable. So it's a 6 meter or about 19 feet cable, and it's really thin, so it makes it really easy to install in any vehicle. And you have the GNSS module. This one will give you the GPS and speed data and location data attached to each video recorded by your camera. Then you have two power cables. So you can power your dash cam the easy way with this cigarette lighter adapter, or you can do the kind of more DIY and more pro installation with this hardwiring cable. What's the difference? Well, when you hardwire your dash cam, you're able to use parking mode. That means you protect your car even when you're away from it, whereas typically with the cigarette lighter, it will turn off when you turn off the engine. So on top of that, we have a little bag of accessories, and among those accessories, we have this pry tool. So the pry tool is also called trim removal tool. It will allow you to easily remove the trims to run your cables around the car. You have this alcohol pad, which is used for cleaning the windshield before installing the camera. And you have a set of adhesive pads as well, so in case you want to reinstall your cameras somewhere. And you've got the keys. That's the keys to open the box. And you have the micro SD card. So something important, because all the BlackVue dash cams come with a SD card. This is a micro SD card. In this case, it's 64 gigabyte. That's the minimum. It goes up to 512 gigabyte. And those micro SD cards, they're high quality micro SD cards because there's a lot of different quality of micro SD cards in the market. And we make sure at BlackVue that the ones that we source are fit for dashcam use, which is one of the most intense sort of device, and which the kind of device that put the most stress on micro SD cards. So with that, you have this USB adapter, so you can connect to your computer, take out the micro SD card and insert it into connect it to the computer with this adapter. You have an Allen wrench, which is used for the mounts of your cameras to lock them in place. And you also have a set of, you have some spare screws, in case you lose them. You have spare screws, and you have cable clips. So these cable clips, there's like 6 of them, and they're used for running the cables and holding the cables in place when you install your camera. And when you run the cables, so you can have the cables fixed in place and not dangling around your car. So that's it for the components in the main box. Next, we will go over the other cameras that come with each bundle. Okay, so before going over all the accessory cameras that come with each bundle, I will talk to you about the box and how to unlock it. So when you take this box main unit, you can see at the back you have this locking mechanism. That's why you need the key. When you insert the key, you need to open it, but it doesn't come off by itself. So you need to press the button here on the side, and then when you press it, it comes off pretty easily. And then you can see that it uncovers the micro SD card slot. That's where you will insert your micro SD card and where all the data will be recorded. So it's pretty simple. You insert it here. Make sure it clicks when you insert, so you press it with using your fingernail, and it should click in place. And then if you want to take it out, it's the same. You just press, and then it's going to click, and that's it. So another thing is, on this box, you can see it comes already with the mount attached to it. So if you want to remove that mount, you can use the Allen wrench and remove the screw here. And on top of that, you have this, Velcro strip. So it makes it easy to install anywhere in your vehicle. So if you have a glove box which has some velvet, or like where the Velcro could adhere, then it's really easy to install it with that. Or if you want, you can just screw the mount somewhere in your vehicle, so it's really well attached and hard to remove. So that's it. Next, we will talk about all the cameras. So we reviewed all the cables and accessories that are in the main box. So this time, let's look at the cameras themselves. So with the main box, you have the front camera. It's the same with all the bundles. It has a Starvis sensor, records in 60 frames per second. And you have these two cameras. So with the standard bundle, you get an ultra-wide interior camera and a standard rear camera. And in those little boxes, let's open them. In each of these boxes, you will find the cable, the coaxial cable, 6 meter, 19 feet cable that comes with it, and another set of pad and also cable clips and the Allen wrench. So, and of course the camera itself. So it comes even with a little cover for the lens. This is the IR camera. The standard IR camera has almost 180-degree field of view. So this is the camera that you install facing the driver in your vehicle. And it will record the whole interior. And because it's an infrared camera, you need to be aware that the colors will look different even during day than a standard camera. But you can see with these two LEDs, as soon as it gets dark in the vehicle, it will light up. You won't see them to the eye. It's invisible because it's infrared, but it will help the camera see in total darkness. So whether it's the middle of day or middle of night, the image will be totally clear, although the colors will be more or less black and white and with different colors than a standard camera. So this is really perfect to record the interior of your vehicle when you're away, or for example, if you're an Uber driver and you want to be safe and record the interior if you're not sure what crazy things your customer might do in your car. So this is the interior camera. And then the rear camera, I will open it. It's the same thing, except this one has a just standard angle of view like the front camera. And it also comes with a cable, coaxial cable to connect to the box. And then set of cable clips as well. and spare tape and the Allen wrench and the camera itself with the lens cover to protect. So this camera is also, they're all Sony Starvis sensors, and they're all full HD, and this one will record the rear view of your car. Now let's recap for this DR770X Box 3-channel Pro bundle. We have the front camera, 60 frames per second Sony Starvis sensor. Then we have the IR camera, which has LEDs and super wide angle. And then we have the standard rear camera, also Sony Starvis sensor. And there you have it.